We finally got good visual evidence of something incredible.
Another viral capture of a possible skunk ape in the woods of Mississippi.
A very big, tall, hair-covered thing.
Right there.
Just an eerie feeling I had looking at it. It had the two legs. You could see the head was too big.
They are mischievous. They are out to get you. You want to keep your distance.
It's a raptor or some type of a dinosaur, the way that it's running.
There seem to be more accounts of it chasing people, terrorizing people.
If hard evidence of Bigfoot really exists, then why are scientists so eager to dismiss it?
The difference between what's known and what's yet to be known is very much defined by how well it's documented and shared with the world.
Do you see that?
Join us to get to see the times when trail cameras captured some of the clearest photos of unexplained mysteries.
Do you see that?
If you have had exposure to Temple Run, this furry figure would look something quite familiar to it. A camera crew was prepping their equipment for a video shoot in Alberta, Canada's forest when they spotted this spooky and unfriendly, yet very familiar-looking monster that was surveilling from several meters away. Initial thoughts were that it could be a Sasquatch, though it looked quite different at the same time. With the guessing game on, especially after it was shared on the internet, many Temple Run fans started labeling it to be the demon monkey, with it having a lot of resemblance.
I'm afraid.
Possessed rabbit guy. While being rabid and while being possessed can be individually haunting on their own, one can only imagine what it would be like facing both. A villager somewhere in the remote areas of Bangladesh captured and shared this footage on May 23rd, showing a troubled man that was behaving as if he were suffering a severe case of rabies. And to make the matter worse, he also looked to be possessed by some supernatural spirit, despite being in such a concerning position. The intentions of the man were quite strange and unpredictable, though the villager was trying to keep him away in concern for his safety. Till now, the nature of this troubled guy remains unclear. Bigfoot on break. Bigfoots commonly are spotted being on their feet. This one, however, seemed to be taking a short break. Camera footage from November 2023 showed a large Bigfoot-like entity that was resting in a dense Canadian forest in British Columbia. Seconds into the clip, the hairy giant gets up and starts plucking away several trees before it disappeared. According to the local who filmed the incident, that area had a fresh crime scene tape, which may or may not have any relevance to this resting giant. Bigfoots have never been known to make humans their prey, but this case could be an exception. Creepy chase.
Hey!
That's why you should never leave your children unattended. A young girl was playing near the woods when she rushed to her father, pointing towards the trees like something was there. The man grabbed his camera and started recording in the direction the little girl was pointing. Deep in those woods, something was hiding. By zooming in, a pale humanoid creature could be seen with longer arms than legs. Could this be a skinwalker, eyeing its prey secretly? The chilling footage has left everyone wondering. What do you think? Was this just another trick of the light, or was there something truly eerie hiding in those woods? Share your thoughts down below.
What are you doing over there?
Creepy staring. In 2007, a man exploring a mountainous area stumbled upon something eerie down a cave. As he got closer, he saw two glowing eyes staring right at him. The creature wasn't clearly visible, but its outline resembled a legendary dragon. Could this be one of the long-gone dragons hiding in that cave? Or was it something else? What do you think it was? Was it a dragon from myths, or just an elaborate hoax? Sometimes the wilderness holds secrets we aren't ready to uncover. Share your thoughts down below. Sewer monster. Many believe that there are mysterious creatures living in the sewers, and this video footage just proved it to be true. A guy had heard some really creepy noises coming from a sewer near his house for a few days, so he finally decided to set up a trail camera to see what was going on, and what he found was absolutely bizarre. There was some kind of creature in the sewer that looked like it could be straight out of a Predator movie. It had a massive head with huge teeth and was making these terrifying growling sounds. Some people thought it might be a clever edit, but a lot of others were convinced that it was a real sewer monster. Unexpected guest. Where there is smoke, there's fire. This could never be more true than for Radium Hot Springs, a place perfect for our gentle giants, the Bigfoots. In 2022, while filming a documentary, a face appeared on the camera. And not just an ordinary one, it was the legendary Bigfoot, staring straight into the camera's lens. It had a big, hairy face with human-like facial features. As the footage went viral online, it sparked a series of theories. Was it real or just another hoax? Could this be the proof we've been waiting for? Only time will tell. After all, truth hides in the strangest of places. Possessed girl. A man from Bangladesh was jolted awake by creepy noises coming from his backyard. Curious and a bit freaked out, he grabbed his camera and rushed toward the sound. What he captured was the stuff of nightmares. The noise led him to a building, and as he was about to enter, he was welcomed by this. In the corner of the room was a girl, but her appearance was downright bizarre. She was screaming and moving her jaws as if in agony. Terrified, he backed off and ran to safety. What happened to the girl remained a mystery, but locals believed she was possessed by a bad spirit. The bottom line, always trust your gut when something feels off. Prehistoric encounter. We all know dinosaurs have been gone for ages, right? Well, footage from Papua New Guinea revealed something else. A man camping in a remote area set up trail cameras to monitor his surroundings. What he captured left him stunned. In the night, a creature zoomed past the camera, and it wasn't an ordinary one. It looked like a dinosaur with a distinct head, tail, and legs. When this footage hit the internet, people were split. Some claimed it was the legendary Murray creature, while others suggested it might just be clever editing. What are your thoughts on this? Share them in the comments down below. Gigantic werewolf. The creepy thing about the woods is that we never know how deep their secrets run. This footage just proved that. A decade ago, a video went public that was recorded secretly by a cameraman hiding behind a tree. What he captured was a beast unlike anything we've ever seen or heard of. This dark creature stood at a towering 9 to 10 feet tall. Some thought it might be a werewolf, but its gigantic size suggested it could be a Bigfoot. The footage quality wasn't great, but you could clearly see the dog-like face of the creature. Seeing the footage, what do you think it might be? A gigantic werewolf or something else? Share your thoughts down below. Restricted area. Now, this will make you think twice before ignoring warning signs. A man from California went hiking in the woods, unknowingly heading towards a restricted area. As he approached the fence, he heard the sound of someone running. Turning his camera in the direction of the noise, he caught a glimpse of a pale, humanoid creature charging at him, looking ready to take him down. What happened next remains a mystery. But here's a tip. Always heed the warning signs before entering into restricted areas. Sometimes fences are there for a very good reason. Tomb of Jesus. This footage was supposed to be of a time traveler who visited the lost tomb of Jesus. In the video, you can see a man heading towards a cave in a desert-like area. As he entered the cave, there was a stone with a body covered in a cloth. The traveler carefully removed the cloth, revealing a man with a thick beard, strikingly resembling the classic portrayal of Jesus Christ. When this footage hit the internet, netizens were divided. Some suggested it might be a clever hoax, while many believed it was the lost tomb of Jesus and the body inside was of Jesus himself. So, what's the reality? Well, that's a mystery waiting to be solved. Possessed witch stranded. After being fervently involved in witchcraft, this witch seems to have experienced the consequences of her own actions. In a dramatic turn of events in Latin America, an exorcist, with the help of local residents, managed to corner the witch, who appeared to be possessed by a spirit, in an underground concrete pit. With the witch trapped, the exorcist began the process of exorcism to free her from the spiritual influence. As the footage of this incident emerged only a few days ago, many details still remain unclear.
No la estamos molestando, vimos que se cayó y queríamos venir a auxiliarla.
Following Sasquatch. Sometimes, even the most skilled hunters or trackers can't match the prowess of the unsung dwellers of the wilderness. A hunter who had set up trail cameras throughout the area was stunned when one of the cameras captured footage of a large, hairy giant. This creature, now referred to as Sasquatch, appeared to be trailing the hunter. Despite its imposing size, strength, and ability to remain unseen, that Sasquatch seemed to be following the hunter out of curiosity, perhaps to observe him and understand his intentions. Skinwalker. A guy in Indonesia was out late one night when he saw something weird behind some bars. He whipped out his camera and started recording. There was something there. As he zoomed in, he saw a dark, human-like creature with skinny legs and arms, and it was eerily staring at the man. When the footage hit the internet, people went crazy. Some said it was the legendary Skinwalker on the hunt, while others thought it might just be a trick of the light. But if you look closely, it was definitely not just a trick. There was something behind those bars for sure. The attic. These guys just unlocked a whole new level of fear. The attic fear. In the middle of the night, two friends heard strange knocking sounds in the house. They tried to ignore it, but those noises just got louder. So they decided to check it out. One of them grabbed a broom, just in case, and the second one started filming the scene. Following the sound, they realized it was coming from the attic. Carefully, one of them lifted the attic door, and what they saw, they would never forget. As they peered into the opening, a pale-colored entity suddenly emerged, scaring them to their core, and they bolted out of there as fast as they could. No one ever found out what happened to them, or what that creature really was. Inspection. On October 26th, a social media user uploaded a video that caused quite a stir. A man was operating a backhoe in the forest when a nearby trail cam captured something truly strange. In the background, a massive creature, at least 9 feet tall, was watching him. The man was completely unaware of the creature's presence, and if it weren't for the trail cam, no one would have known it was there. Some skeptics suggested it could be a man in a ghillie suit, but given its height, that seemed unlikely. Spooky Dobby. Rumor has it that the best time to witness the underworld is at night, and this guy just found out firsthand. So, this guy went out in the middle of the night for some fresh air. But out there, he saw something really bizarre. He spotted something odd on a stump of the tree. He zoomed in and saw this strange creature that looked like Dobby from Harry Potter perched on top of the trunk. He was totally shocked. As this footage made its way to the internet, people started freaking out. Some claimed it was a mythical creature, while skeptics tried to debunk it, saying it was just a trick of the light. Staring eyes. Out in the wild, you never know how many eyes are watching you, but this guy managed to notice 2 creepy staring eyes fixed on him. A wildlife researcher was wandering around this dense forest and recording everything around him. Suddenly, he zoomed in and saw a white face with creepy, dark eyes staring right at him from a distance. At first, some people thought it might be an owl, but the experts disagreed. They said the eyes looked more human-like, so it might not be just an owl. Some people even suggested it might have been a Sasquatch or something similar. But what do you think? Furry fingers. A trail camera captured something truly bizarre. Could this have been a possible Sasquatch sighting? In 2021, a trail camera picked some strange, furry fingers up close to the lens. When this footage made its rounds on the internet, people started buzzing about it. Could this have been a Sasquatch's hand caught on camera? A closer look revealed that the bone structure didn't match that of a human's, and it had some seriously long fingers. So what do you think? Could it be the legendary forest giant, or just a clever hoax? And let me tell you, if it was a trick, It was a pretty convincing one, but the mystery is still out there to be solved. Sometimes the truth is just a frame away. Jungle legend. In 2023, a drone caught a mysterious humanoid figure on camera deep in the Amazon, which sparked intense speculations about its origin. Some wildlife researchers were exploring the forest when they spotted a humanoid figure emerging from the dense undergrowth. It had a thin body and limbs that appeared in a white shade, and as soon as the creature noticed the drone, it vanished back into the trees, leaving behind a series of questions. But when the footage was uploaded, people on the internet started throwing around different theories, like a legendary Bigfoot sighting. Even scientists were speechless on this. Could this have been a new discovery, or just another jungle legend? Share your thoughts down below. Eerie encounter. A group of friends on a road trip spotted something they could never forget. While cruising along a dark road, they noticed something massive crossing in the distance. At first, it was too far to recognize, but slowing down the footage revealed something terrifying. A mysterious cryptid resembling the legendary rake. When the footage hit the internet, netizens were baffled. Some suggested it might be a wolf or a cougar with prey, but many believed it was the rake creature itself. But what exactly was it? Well, it's a mystery for the ages. Sometimes, nights reveal more than just shadows and headlights. Mysterious entity. In El Salvador, on March 29, 2024, a security camera in a loafing shed recorded something super creepy. One night, while the animals were chilling out, a mysterious figure strolled among them and then vanished into thin air. The footage showed a being with a head and legs, but strangely, there was no arm movement. Could it be a trick of the light, or something out of this world? As the video made its rounds online, theories and speculations ran wild. Was it a ghost, an alien, or something entirely different? Sometimes the night brings more questions than answers. What do you think this mysterious figure could have been? Spirits in the water. In April 2024, a horrifying trail cam video surfaced on the internet that left everyone shaken. Set up to face the river, some creepy creatures emerged from beneath the water. Their eyes were reflecting in the darkness, with messy hair and pale skin, and these beings swam ominously, which sparked speculations. Were those paranormal manifestations, or something far more sinister? According to the locals, this river had a pretty dark past, with numerous fatal incidents. Some believe their souls were responsible for the river's dark past, or perhaps even being skinwalkers or other evil entities. Whatever they were, it's a mystery best left unsolved. Glowing eyes. A group of locals were on a late-night hike in an unexplored forest. While exploring, they came face to face with something downright creepy. Deep in the bushes, they spotted an unidentified creature, covered in jet black hair and eyes glowing like hot coals. It moved silently, almost like it was afraid of being seen. It was bipedal, but crouched on all fours, which gave off major cryptid vibes. As they uploaded this footage online, people went wild with theories, from Bigfoot to a mutated beast. Some even compared it with a massive monkey. But the thing was, this creature didn't look like any monkey we'd seen before. So, what's the reality? Was it a legendary creature, or something even more mysterious? Towering beast. In the depths of the Canadian wilderness, a trail camera was put in place to snap some wildlife pics. However, it ended up capturing something that would thrill any cryptid enthusiast. It was a massive creature, completely overshadowing everything around it, and standing at a towering 9 to 10 feet tall. Many speculated it might have just been a person under a cloak, but let me tell you, this wasn't your average person in some kind of ghillie suit. Nope, this beast's shoulders alone were huge, suggesting the immense power it possessed. With its well-defined muscles and lifelike appearance, people were going crazy over this sighting. Even many experts believed it was the most realistic encounter ever caught. So, what's your take on this? DoorDash. A guy from California was home alone, so he decided to order himself some DoorDash goodness. But instead of his food delivery, he got a visit from someone out of nightmares. Peeking out of his window, he was greeted by a creepy, emotionless figure that looked downright bizarre and nasty. And if this wasn't enough to make your skin crawl, he started hearing knocks on his door. But you know what made it even creepier? While he was recording, a spooky whisper could be heard. Now, some skeptics said it could all have been staged, but how those eerie knocks and whispers came through? Could that be explained? So the question is, was it a hoax, or was something truly sinister at play here? Duende creature.
This the spot. Nah, come back out. Look, why they be beat?
On May 10th, 2024, one of the most mysterious pieces of footage yet surfaced on the internet. A social media user was live streaming while strolling through a local park when something unexplainable was caught on camera. As he was walking, he spotted something moving in a tree. Zooming in, he captured a tiny humanoid figure peeking out from a hole. This pale, skinny creature, about a foot tall, quickly retreated back into hiding. Now, people watching it live started speculating that it was the mythological creature known as a duende in Spanish folklore. These small, mischievous beings are often compared to gnomes and goblins and are said to be hostile. While some even say it might have been a clever edit, but the experts debunk this theory, as live streams can't be edited. Close up. In an unknown location, a couple of hikers, while exploring the woods, came across a legendary beast. The footage showed an extremely close-up encounter of what certainly could be the legendary Bigfoot. This brownish, orange-haired beast strolled through a clearing in the woods. The footage was seriously convincing. Skeptics tried to debunk it by calling it a man in a costume, but believers quickly clapped back, pointing out the creature's height, massive shoulders, and defined muscle structure. The way the leg, back muscles, and glutes moved made it look quite realistic, and a costume couldn't replicate it. So, what's your take on this massive encounter? Sometimes seeing is believing, right? Bizarre creature. A spectator from a high-rise apartment captured the sighting of an unsettling being moving about in the ruins of an abandoned building across the street. Zooming in, we get a clear look at an otherworldly creature. It's vaguely human-shaped, but disturbingly off. Gaunt and skeletal, almost like a walking skeleton. Its face was hard to recognize, or better yet, put into words, as this thing moved in a way that was just plainly unnatural. What's even creepier, though, was that the person filming was several floors up, yet the creature noticed him, and it glided out of sight. Could this be an alien hiding out on abandoned property, or some sort of supernatural being? Whatever it was clearly not human. Strange noises. A ranch owner had been hearing strange noises on his property for a while, leaving him seriously unsettled. To get to the bottom of it, he set up a camera to catch any nighttime activity. He thought it might be coyotes, but what he saw on the footage was far more bizarre. The camera captured a strange-looking creature with a bony body and a very thin neck peering through a window. Its unsettling appearance left him baffled. Naturally, he shared the footage on social media. Some people thought it was an alien, while others believed it was a bid for a few minutes of fame. Take a look at the clip for yourself, and then let me know what you think. Deep growl. Time to rally and add a fresh piece to the puzzle. This footage from the Acadian forest of Canada will blow your mind. At first glance, you might think it was a gorilla, but given the location, that's a no-go. The creature stood tall with a humanoid posture, moving through the bushes in an eerily human-like manner. The video was taken from a hidden spot, which captured it perfectly. But then, a sudden noise from the hiker alerted the creature, making it upset. And you know what? It growled deeply and made that hiker flee in fear. But the question is, what was the thing? Well, to some, the creature matched the Bigfoot's description. But of course, skeptics suggested otherwise. Creepy hand. During an African forest safari, a tourist captured some seriously intriguing footage. Nestled inside a tree was a creature that, at first glance, looked like a baboon. But as the camera zoomed in, its face revealed features unlike anything you've ever seen. It was strange, almost creepy. That humanoid hand, and it sat upright, fixated on something. Some speculated it was a baboon, but the unique and possibly damaged appearance of its face raised more questions. Could it have been in serious combat with other baboons, battling for territory? What do you think it was? Share those thoughts in the comments section. Sudden appearance. The fishermen from Indonesia were all set up and hopeful for a big catch when their hopes were dashed by an unexpected creature emerging from the depths. A woman suddenly appeared at the bottom of the sea with an eerie presence, causing chaos among the fishermen. The woman seemed aggressive, as if on a mission to take down the fishermen standing on the edge. Fortunately, the fishermen managed to get to safety. According to them, this creature had been spotted many times before, but its true identity remains a mystery. Mutated alien. A guy from Arizona contacted the authorities and claimed he had found a really weird creature in his yard. He thought it might be from outer space. He even sent the creature to scientists in a jar of preservatives. But when the scientists saw it, they were totally baffled. It had gills under its head and some kind of fleshy antenna growing out of its head. Some people said it was just a piece of art, but the fact that the authorities didn't say anything made the whole thing even more mysterious. What do you think it could be? A top secret experiment or something else? Share your thoughts down below. Hairy creature. Captured in the snowy woods of Russia, this video has sparked a heated debate. Instead of focusing on the charming scenery, the camera zoomed in on a strange figure lurking in the distance. This thing, covered in snow, looked like a weird hairy creature with a faint smile. So was it actually some mysterious creature, or just a bunch of frozen branches moving in the wind? Locals claim they'd heard spooky screams and come across this huge creature several times, so the debate about a possible cryptid sighting continued. What do you think about this creature? A pile of branches, or something from myths? Yeti. In this footage, a man could be seen face to face with a creature that seemed exactly like a Yeti. The footage was recorded somewhere in the Middle Eastern desert. The creature had white fur and these super creepy bright red eyes. The weirdest part was that the creature seemed totally amused, like it was just studying the guy. As this footage made its way to the internet, people suggested it was all mock-up and the creature was just a guy in a costume. But others were convinced that it was the real deal, especially because of the fear in the guy's voice. Sleepy Hollow. Have you ever heard about the legend of Sleepy Hollow? A man riding on a horse and scaring locals? Well, I guess now we have it on camera. In a piece of CCTV footage of a park, a cow was seen wandering on the track when it suddenly stopped, as if it was waiting for someone to pass by ahead of them. But what came from ahead was really creepy. A man riding a horse appeared and passed the cow. But the thing that's even crazier, the man and the horse vanished into thin air. Now, skeptics were quick to call it a hoax and a clever trick, but experts said it wasn't because the cow noticed it too and was looking in the same direction. So, what do you think it was? Area 51. This was supposed to be the leaked footage from Area 51. It went online 2 decades ago, where a person was totally freaked out by something. When the camera panned around, it showed this alien-looking creature in a machine, and a scientist was there trying to control it. When the creature came out, it had a pale body and a creepy face, and it looked aggressive and bizarre. People online were split. Some thought it was all staged, while others believed it was leaked footage from Area 51, showing scientists messing with creatures from other galaxies. What do you think about this creepy encounter? Now it's time for the open discussion. This picture and video was taken on June 7th, 2021 by a Bigfoot hunter who remained hidden in nature to get a good shot at filming a Bigfoot. After waiting several hours, he was able to spot one as it appeared by the dense tree line. After a few minutes of being only partially visible, the giant started marching casually, passing just a few feet away from the very position that the source was hidden at. According to him, he had to maintain not just his cover, but also blend in with his scent. Despite the Bigfoots being known to be patient and avoiding total confrontation, invading its privacy and personal space certainly could have a very risky backlash had the recorder's presence been compromised.